Hello everybody. So this will be the love video. I really think that this car deserves a lot of love, and that's what I planning on giving it this particular video. Now don't be sad, there's some hate, although not a lot, to be honest with you. There's not a lot of hate here, but ultimately, you know, any consumer product will have its promoters and detractors. In this case, I would say I'm way more on the side of being a promoter. My mom actually drives a Forester right now, a 2021 that I featured in my videos because we recommended it to her. Hey, you know, you're looking for like a little to mid-size crossover, you know, test drive ours. Check it out, see if you like it. She liked it. She went to the dealership and she ended up buying one. So in this case, I will recommend this car. A lot of other professional, you know, quote unquote professional reviewers, they, you know, they have their opinions. And trust me, I watched a lot of reviews of this car before we made a decision. And we try to, you know, I try to compare and contrast. And like the Volkswagen Atlas is the bigger of this one, has some more luxury features. But you know what? I didn't really want the Volkswagen Atlas, even though the price-wise would be kind of the same in the similar trim level. I'm not really a Volkswagen person, so would it be bigger than this? Yes, absolutely. Would it have like some of the fancier features? Yes. I didn't like that car. Some others, they do. The Toyotas, the Hondas, even like the Mitsubishi, you know, which was probably cheaper than this car. I don't know. I don't feel it. This one, somehow we liked it. Wife liked it. I liked it. And now we hopefully will love it. And I'm standing here in the shade underneath a tree because it is scorching hot. I'm filming all these videos at the same day. So the last video, it's all, and of course it's a Saturday, and of course it's like the freaking hottest and the most humid day ever. And it's like 91, 92, whatever. So sorry, I'm trying to prevent a sunburn here. So yeah, so here's some of the stuff that I love about this car. Not in any particular order. Most of it will be on the inside, but on the outside, I love how it looks. I would say it looks kind of generic, but Subaru got it going on when it comes to their styling. They identified the theme. They got their thing going on, and they've been doing it for many years. Once again, I pointed, well, too much zoom. I pointed you know, that black one and then that other one that's Outback. I mean, they kind of look, you know, they don't look too far away from each other, right? Even though this one is much older than this one. But I like the Subaru look, their design. Even though they slap it on just about everything, they make it look attractive, at least to me. You know, even back here. So looking at stuff like this, like the back looks attractive to me. Yes, it looks like every other Subaru SUV. Would be if you erase the Ascent out of there, couldn't tell it apart, but I kind of like it. The fact that it has like this little spoiler thing, which I don't know why it needs the spoiler. Most manufacturers, they hide the windshield wiper there. Looks like we got a little spider web already happening. Here they don't, but it gives you a spoiler. You got the shark fin. I don't know why it has to be black, why it couldn't be a body color. Maybe that's in the higher trim levels. But anyway, you get a lot of stuff here. You do have dual exhaust, even though it's not necessary on this engine, but makes it look sporty, makes it look more premium. They don't put the trim level here, you know, they don't put the, like here it's got like the Corolla S and then the LE. Whoa, got a freaking bee in my ear. Whoa, bee, go away. You know, they stopped putting it, so now they only put the little badge here that signifies the trim level on the higher, I think starting from the Onyx, and then they have the Limited, and I think they have like the Touring, whatever. You know, they try to kind of make it blend in. Fine. I think it works. Rims are attractive. Nice steel. You get, what are these, 19s? I don't know what these are. Honestly, I never paid attention. Oh, 18s. So I think 19 were on the higher trim level. All right, got 18-inch standard wheels. Looks fine. Got a lot of ground clearance too. So you can kind of see from here, you know, decent. I mean, yeah, I can't reach that. Obviously, you guys can look up all the standard information on it if you want, but yeah, this to me is an attractive looking vehicle. I also noticed, I think these are halogen. No, these are, I don't know what kind of headlights they are, but you know what? they are very bright. I noticed way brighter than on the Forester, way brighter than on the Fusion Standard. I need to look up what kind of technology do these things have. You know, because this is obviously, this is all kind of plasticky looking. No fog lights here. It's got the little clip here. But once again, if this was a higher trim level, it would have had it. Blacked out stuff, I don't know. To me, this is an attractive vehicle, and I love it for it. So let's go inside. What is there to love? So let's start from even still on the outside. On the premium, so this is a premium trim level, one above the base. You do get the smart key. I don't know if you do get the smart key on the very, very base, but at the same time, I couldn't really find, when I was looking for this car, I couldn't really find the very, very, very base model. So I think they're very rare, maybe even special order. And the only thing that you kind of lose, you lose the heated seats, you lose the tanned glass. I think you lose the power lift gate. Maybe a few things. Maybe the rims are different. I don't think it has hubcaps or anything, but that's about it. So I think the safety technology is all there. So in any case, put your hand here, it unlocks. Put your finger there, it locks. Everything is in the pocket. So once again, on a premium trim, you get all this stuff. The interior is okay. It's neutral. Yes, like if you go into the higher trim levels, they wrap it in leather, same color as the seating. This becomes wood. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have some wood. I would love for these panels to be wood. I don't know. I love the wood. You know, I know it's old-fashioned, but I love it. But here you kind of don't have that, and you have just black plastic. But we don't care. We bought it as a family transport. We weren't really looking for luxury. We were looking for a few things, and this car has it. It has exactly everything we need. Power seat, comfy seat. Here you have. I have plenty of room. You know what? I'm gonna start it because it's really hot, and we might go on a little trip. Whew. All right. Whew. Yeah, I hope the air is not gonna kill the sound too much. Yeah, you have everything that you need, and once again, for an entry-level car, you know, it is an entry level in the grand scheme of things, just the one above the base. You do get a lot of stuff. You get smart cruise control. You get paddle shifters, whether you need them or don't, you decide. You have auto headlights. You do get a bunch of displays and gauges and all that stuff, and the PSIs and your tires. Oh, and also when you hook up your Android Auto and or Apple CarPlay, it's wireless. When you have the nav system, one of these, which it's not going to work now, but one of these displays shows you the next turn-by-turn navigation right in here, which is really cool. I love it in my Ford Fusion. I love it here too, although in Ford Fusion it's I do have a built-in nav, which this one for MSRP of 37, like 8, well, I shouldn't say MSRP. I bought it out the door at 41, including all the taxes and fees and whatnot. The selling price is like 37,800 something. There's, you know, some obviously a couple grand worth of taxes and fees and all that stuff. But you do have that wireless, really nice. Comfy seats, I already mentioned that. Push button start, I love it. I mean, they try to put some fake stuff in here just to give it a little texture. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but in general. On the higher trim cars, this becomes like leather wrap too. Like this component, they put stitching here. Here you don't have that. But once again, even on the base model car, they have this. Oh, it's already here. They have all these features here. You can do wireless apps, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. That my Subaru thing, you can schedule an appointment, ask for roadside assistance. Obviously, I think after the subscription runs out after 3 years, I think you do have to pay for it through the app. But also the app, which I can't show you right now, it's on the wife's phone. You can do a remote start. You can control heated seats. And by the way, this one has heated seats, a 3-stage heated seat. You know, pretty much from the base model. Although I think the super base model does not actually have that, so I shouldn't say that. Yeah, so through the app you can control it. You can do a remote start. I don't know how much it'll cost after the 3 years are out, but obviously we don't really care about too much what it can do, but the remote start we probably will use. Yeah, you have a lot of interesting features. Once again, you do have the hold So right here, where you come to a full stop, it can turn into, you can let go of the brake. So AVH, auto vehicle hold, which I don't know why it has to display it here and here, but you do have that feature. You do have, I think I already mentioned that, yeah, you can control which phone gets connected, so that's nice. So if you have two phones connected, you see this is the Android Auto, my phone is. I have Galaxy S23 Ultra, but she has an iPhone, I don't remember which one, 15, whatever. We can switch it and you can do Apple CarPlay. What is here? Yeah, oh, profiles VIT for Vitaly, of course, but we can add more. So it has a lot of cool stuff here. Yeah, I don't know why they have it here and here. I don't really get that. Valet mode. Oh, you can add like additional shortcuts here. Oh, I think that's probably what that is. So travel link, fuel prices. You can do, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's your traction control. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. So there's that. It shows you who's buckled in the back row, even in the very third row. So that's nice. Have the rear AC, you can sync them, you can do a lot of stuff here, which obviously turned off. So you get a lot of cool features. You do get smart cruise control. You do have automatic active steering. You do have lane keep assist. Oh, you do have a reminder that if the car in front of you moved, I think like 100 feet or something like that, and your car's not moving, it's gonna put a little beep and what's it saying, like lead vehicle alert, basically meaning you got to move. So this is for us folks who are stuck on their phone and their light turned and we're not moving and getting honked at. We also have, although you can't see it from here, maybe you do, right there. It's not a heads-up display, but these are a series of lights that flash on your glass, that kind of reflect on your glass, for your lane keep assist, for your smart cruise control, for your active steering. It flashes different colors of lights that kind of tell you stuff. I mean, it makes more sense when you drive it, but at the same time, once again, it's just a little helper, but you do get a helper screen there and on the glass, so it really makes sure that your attention, gets caught. Let's see, as far as like the setting goes in here, yeah, you can change, you can have wireless hotspot, which your phone can do that. I don't know what that does. What is oh, you can set up your birthdays and anniversary and maintenance, so that's nice. You do have backup camera. I don't know what that is. Customize climate button. I don't even know what that is. Customize climate button, max AC auto recirculation. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. So what happens when you do this? Oh, it's that. You can change what that does. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So if you do that, what happens? Okay. But what happens when you click here? Alright, so it's still, you have the same buttons here. So anyway, so it has a lot of customization stuff in here. Shortcut, welcome screen, goodbye screen, favorite widgets, birthday list, anniversary list, software update, factory data reset. So it's got all sorts of stuff. You can control your sound and the beeps and the volumes, and God help you, all this crap that you can control. Your phone, your messages, once again, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. What does that do? Oh yeah, you can customize your stability control, your X mode, whatever. Cruise, oh God, I have like some sort of a bug on me. Oh yeah, the steering response headlights. The headlights turn with the steering wheel. That's kind of cool. All your driving assistant, pre-collision braking, late departure warning. I need to talk about this in my hate video, but we'll talk. But yeah, it's got all this stuff. Warning volume, yeah, okay, with pretty much the base model car. And I think this screen looks pretty good. This screen, I mean, it's pretty basic, but it's not designed to be super, high end. It's your base screen. So yeah, you got this mirror that you can see kids in the back and all that good stuff. So I love it. The seating position is good. The seat itself is great. The steering wheel is leather wrap. It's got these grips, which I think the sensors are built into it, because some of this stuff, it requires you to have your hand on the wheel, and I think this is where it wants you to hold it. Every once in a while, it would sensor here, but then it would beep. at you, like when you do the smart cruise control and it thinks like you let go of the steering wheel. It beeps at you, especially with the active steering. Oh, you have blind spot monitoring. That little light turns on. You have a little indicator that your flashers are on. You have that approach light, that little Subaru logo, which I think is pretty cool. So you do get a lot of stuff in a base car that has, which once again, the sticker price was $39,000 something. But we ended up getting it for $37,800. So with all the taxes and fees, once again, I think it's a pretty good deal at $41,000. Had I bargained with them, had I haggled with them, I could have probably saved a few $100 more, but I didn't. So there we go. Yeah, so some stitching on the steering wheel. You have heated seats with the cloth seats, which is nice. Pretty sizable middle console. And this is where we're gonna go. Let's see, we're gonna turn on the rear. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. And let's see what happens. Yeah, there you go. So it needs to warm up a little for it to be on. So let's go to the back. So I did kind of show you already, guys, in the previous video. You get a lot of room. You really do. You can see where I sit, and back here, it's not bad. I mean, look at this. It's the kid. Yeah, like you can move the seat even further back to give the middle people or even more room. You can also fold these seats down, and you can also do it from here, a one-hand operation, and it moves it out of the way. Now these floor mats are not from this vehicle. These are generic. I'll talk about it in my hate video. But yeah, back here, well, I guess we could do it here. You don't get a ton of room, but you do get room. And when I tested this car, I know I already repeating myself, but last time I went to this seat, this time I'm gonna go here. Oh, looks like a lint roller. And I gotta move this back. This should recline too. There you go. I, at 5'11", fit here. Now this is obviously my daughter's, I should probably tighten this while I'm back here, car seat. And I think the seat is all the way back. I do fit here at 5'11". So am I super comfy? No. But can I survive here with my 2 cup holders? Which I think this one has 3 cup holders for some reason. Yes, I can definitely survive back here. I do also get my own rear vents, which we closed off because obviously nobody really rides back here. But yeah, I could fit here just fine. Some of these things are from the cargo whatever cover, which we did not get. This will be in my hate video. But yeah, I do fit here. If I had to spend a lot of time back here, I would probably ask this middle seat to be pushed forward. But a kid who is not 5'11" should be able to fit here just fine. This middle seat, yeah, it's probably not going to work out for me. Because obviously, yeah, my seats are back here. There's really a little floor hump, as you can kind of tell. And this thing is a little crooked. But in general, this is a livable seat. Now, the minivan or a larger, something like an Atlas by Volkswagen would have probably had more room. But, well, I need kind of 2 hands for that. But what we do plan on doing most of the time, okay, I don't know what kind of, oh, some sort of a hook here. I guess when the seats are down, you can like hook a net to it or something. And I don't know what that is. What is that all about? I never even noticed that before. Some sort of a grab handle or whatnot. Yeah, so you could put a child seats also back here. It does have a cutout in the back for the anchors, but yeah, we're not gonna put anybody back here, you know, that either A, can't fit, or B, would require a child seat. So yeah, the bottom line is, for what we're looking for, it works out just great. And you can kind of see we already used it for the sand for the beach. So there's that. Oh, and you got these armrests here, which I love. So yeah, the middle row, the first 2 rows for adults are awesome. Back here, you also get power trunk lid. Gotta love that. We didn't ask for it. I didn't think it would come on this trim level, but it does. And yeah, the room, once again, not the biggest. I get it. There's much larger vehicles than this, but at the same time, plenty of room here. The back seats, if you do fold them up, oops, they are not powered. You do not have power up or down, but you do have this strap, and there you go. So it's decent, not huge. If you need to put a car seat, these need to come be cut out, but yeah, you get a little light here, so there's that. You do get another power outlet back here. We don't get any sort of a cargo tray or net. I'll talk about it in a different video, but so again, this is definitely livable, doable. We don't plan on ever having 7 people in here, unless it's very, very rare that it would. Once again, most of them will be kids. Some of the kids could sit in the back where adults could sit in the middle if we ever remove. I mean, obviously at some point they're both going to be booster seats, but in the middle there's like a king size room. Whoops, sorry. There you go. Yeah, and most importantly, you have this button right here. So there's that. So I already touched base about how this car feels to drive. I'm gonna do this one more time for the sake of this video, because in the hate video, it's really not gonna be anything about driving it. Now, you also see that I'm not really talking about the engine. I am really indifferent when it comes to engines. You guys already know it's a 2.4 turbo, 4-cylinder, about 260 horsepower. So it drives well. It drives like a car. It has a CVT, so can't really do much with it. You have the paddle shifters, which I think is kind of laughable, but all right, what is this person doing? But overall, I mean, it drives nice and quiet. Now, I understand that it's a new vehicle, that it should be nice and quiet, no rattles or anything. But I also think that most of the material in here is nice and soft. They don't use a ton of, let's see. They don't use a ton of just plastic, because like even this stuff is like rubberized. So, and this stuff and even this stuff. Nope, sorry. This stuff is not rubberized. This stuff is. So the stuff that's kind of, you know, the joints, I guess, between plastic. Now this is all plastic. The creaks, from what I understand, the creaks happen when plastic gets brittle and old and starts shaking and doesn't really lock into place as good. So at least on the dash, they do have a lot of this rubberized material where, well, yeah, on the bottom they don't, but at least on top, where it looks kind of a quality material. Now, how is this engine gonna survive for, let's say, the next 8 years? This is about how long we kept our Forester. I don't know. Obviously the turbo, yeah, could it start failing or something, yeah. But at the same time, this car, even though it has a small engine, it really will not be stressed. I mean, my wife is not a race car driver by any way, shape, or form, and neither am I. I love driving slow and steady. I don't shift lanes too often. I don't really speed up and slow down. I'm not an aggressive driver. So I think the turbo will be pretty sparingly used compared to, let's say, something on a WRX. So there you have it. Well, here's our community garden situation. So yeah, so driving it is a pure joy. We already put 494 miles on it. We had this car for like 2 weeks. It works out great. So you can, once again, you see, we bought it for the space and comfort. We have plenty of both. We like it and we love it. So this is my love video. See you, everybody.